Hi Kiwi, alright, we are back at Hades. We're going to be running the aspect of Hades.
Multifaceted as anyone I know.
And we are going to
Which to
use
choose?
the Hades keepsake. And yeah. So the way the Hades weapon aspect of Hades works is your spin attack becomes a punishing sweep, which does 30% more damage. A huge spin attack that makes foes take more attack and special damage for 10 seconds. So we're going to be building around our charge attack, which takes a very long time to fully charge up. So hopefully we'll find a Daedalus hammer sooner than later. As far as heat goes, we'll just take 2 levels of extreme measures since we barely run the spear, and apparently 3 heat is all we need. And we'll go ahead and begin the escape. As I'm taking the Hades keepsake, all bets are off on what God will get.
Disgusting. Fling your blood at me like that again, boy, and I'll have you cast into the Styx, where you can drown in it.
So I guess our bloodstones are actually blood that we're just, like, I guess, crystallizing and hucking at our dad and all our enemies.
Time for another blood spree.
Kind of weird. All right, Demeter.
We are all willful children, are we not? I'm daughter to Hyperion, you know. A titan so obscure and hated that Lord Zeus, he started calling me his birth sister. So much did he dislike this bit of truth. And to get a rise out of me, too.
I know very little, if at all, anything about Hyperion. I think... I don't know, do I want the special or do I want the attack? I'd rather get a higher tier attack. Let's take the special here. Alright, so when we throw our spear, we can recall it. So this is, I'm thinking of maybe the aspect of Achilles where when we throw the spear, we dash to it. So I just need to be careful about knowing how to use this appropriately. Charge this up while they're spawning in. Okay, that felt kind of fancy. More HP. Alright, we'll take the key here because the more keys I get, the more rerolls I get, so maybe we can get something fancy this run. Okay. I feel like the aspect of Hades won't be that great if you're running, like, what is it? Forced overtime, where all the enemy attack speeds go up, unless you get a good... What's the word? Unless you get a good hammer that increases the speed at which you charge this. But at least for now, we can charge it up pretty quickly. Or, not pretty quickly, but we can use it pretty reliably, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, another stack of Demeter. We'll go ahead and take Ravenous Will. Deal and take 10% less damage if you have no bloodstones left. And then 1 Chaos Gate. Let's see where this takes us. Alright, Chaos, what have you got for us?
Demeter has reached you, hasn't she? She once was full of warmth, you know. But lately, as I understand, she is more prone to taking it away.
Sadly, she lost her daughter and is hurting. Alright. Increased rarity, increased HP, or increased special damage. None of these are terribly exciting. I think I don't want to have to be punished for using my attack, so I'll just take the 38 HP by... So for the next 3 rooms, we take 36% more damage, I think it was. And here's our first hammer, so hopefully we get something really good here. And we don't have any major attack wounds, but we can still pretty reliably one-shot things on this floor. Alright, this feels kind of fun. This will fall off really hard later on if we don't get something good on it.
For a little maintenance.
Let's see, your special becomes a shot that deals 50 base damage in an area. Charging your spin attack makes you sturdy and pulls 40 damage. Your attack has more range and deals 40% more damage to distant foes. Flaring Spin seems the most appropriate for this build, but I think Extending Jab or Exploding Launcher makes more sense. I think we'll go Extending Jab. Your attack has more range and deals 40% more damage to distant foes. So it looks like it has a little shine on the tip now when I use it. It reminds me of the Skirmisher from DFO, actually, Dungeon Fighter Online, an MMO that I play quite a bit of. There's a character called the Skirmisher who is a spear fighter who has a like maximum range mechanic where if you hit with the tip of a spear, it does more damage than if you hit with the hilt or the closer portions of it. Yeah. Not gonna lie, our damage doesn't feel amazing yet. Oh, interesting. So I've just noticed, so we have a god gauge with the Hades keepsake.
One less giant evil crystal then.
It's me, Zag. Hey, I know you haven't got a lot of time to listen to me prattle on like this, and so I'm cutting to the chase here. Look,
What have you got for us, Dionysus? Take less damage when at 40% or below. Restore to 40% of your threshold. After Party sounds pretty decent here, but I think I'm going to take Trippy Shot and see if I can get some fun combos with Demeter. Like, that was a pretty solid set of offerings from Dionysus in terms of quality, or in terms of rarity, I suppose, but I think I'm going to go gimmicky. We're running a much lower difficulty, and while I'm not playing my favorite weapon, I don't foresee myself losing this unless I really actively seek to lose it. Anyway, so yeah, the skirmisher in DFO, the way he works is basically it's all about positioning. You need to know your ranges and then make sure you are standing within them appropriately. Here, fishy.
From chaos has transformed.
Alright, do I want the shop or the darkness next? I'll have to check what my coin is at and decide if it's worth going to the shop or not. We don't have any convenience fee on, so we can... everything's at its cheapest form. Let's see... I have got 54 coins, so I can't afford anything in the shop, so we'll take the darkness here. We don't have to worry about strict, tight deadlines, so I'll just take whatever the game is willing to give me. Because I can't take it I can't afford it right now. Maybe actually having gone the special build would have made sense, because I can enhance the damage the special does with the punishing sweep. Alright, nothing from this Well of Charon that I want. Ooh, a Demeter Dionysus trial. I'll take that. I think we go Demeter first, probably.
Pick a favorite.
Yeah, I think I have an easier time dealing with Dionysus. I don't want her attack. Nourished Soul or Mistral Dash. None of these really excite me. I'm gonna roll.
What else we got?
Still not that exciting. I guess... Frozen Touch is pretty decent as a defensive revenge option. Does 10 damage, but completely slows the opponent, so that's pretty substantial.
You wouldn't hang with me given the choice. I thought I had you sorted, man, but maybe you just don't appreciate the finer things.
I don't think I do, Dionysus.
He'll get over it.
He will. I live a simple life as a, as the heir to Hades. Actually, would Hades even consider me his heir? Probably not. Something tells me he's a little bit salty about the whole, defying all of his orders sort of thing. Maybe After Party would have been really good here. I think I'm going to be prone, especially come Elysium, to taking damage.
Okay, thanks for a good laugh there, Zag. What was it I was going on about before?
You were mad. Alright, Attack Inflicts Hangover, not interested. We still got a pretty solid After Party. I may honestly take that, but I think I'll start with Strong Drink. We're going to see Dionysus plenty, I imagine. And the little bit of extra damage that'll give us, we certainly could use it, because right now, definitely feels like we might be a little bit lacking in damage. But this is supposed to be a burst build, so Dionysus on the attack just doesn't make any sense for us. And I'm pretty sure you can't get Flurry Jab, which would be the only reason why you'd want to take anything else. Or why you'd want a attack speed sort of build, and even then I think there are way better boons for the spear. I think just overall Dionysus is not really a great choice. Now, do I want Ares or do I want Athena? Let's go for Athena's dash. And then what I'll probably do is I'll force Poseidon. Poseidon sounds fun on the attack, maybe. Alright, charge this up, spin.
Oh, this is trouble.
It's fun that I can just one-shot some things as they spawn in, at the very least. Only the weak enemies, though. I guess the strength of the aspect of Hades is, as you get more levels on it, that punishing sweep not only does, it just makes you deal a lot more damage against other enemies. But, I mean, based on what I understand about the spear, there are a few instances where you'd rather take... you'd rather not... what I'm trying to say is the aspect of Achilles is really strong, and why would you take that over... why would you take Hades over that? I guess.
Work faster next time.
You brandished the eternal spear we call Varatha, so then it wasn't lost during the war. A magnificent weapon in deserving hands.
Alright, let's see. Attack. Her attack could... Honestly, her attack wouldn't be the worst option, but I don't really want any of these boons. I'm not going to waste a reroll here because we are going to go hunting for duos, so I guess I... Oh, you know what? Proud Bearing would make it so I can more reliably use the Hades keepsake. Yeah, let's just take her attack. It's fine. Alright, Charon, mate, what do you got? Hermes. An early Hermes? Sure, I'll take it.
Just what I need.
Attack is faster. Now, does that affect the charge or not? I don't know. I'm gonna take Side Hustle so that we can gather up more coin, hopefully in time for Sticks, so that maybe I can buy a Titan Blood. Because I think
I'm back, ladies.
half the fun of this game is seeing all the aspects fully upgraded.
You're really frustrating, you know, Red Blood. What is it going to take to make you scream?
Probably a date with Megara.
What, you mean to say Meg never told you? And here I thought you two were close.
Well, we'll find out. I've got plenty of ideas left I've been meaning to try.
That's cute. Alright, let's go ahead and just trippy shot her a little bit. Gonna get this charged up, and now... I just need to try and make sure that I keep my punishing sweep and my chill stacks up on her, and then she becomes a relatively easy boss to contend with, I think. And honestly, trippy shot does do at least some decent damage. The nice thing is, unlike Hangover, that loses its stacks as they accumulate, so like every stack that you apply has a set duration. The nice thing about this, about Demeter's Chill, is as long as you keep applying it, it resets the cooldown. I had a feeling she was going to bonk against that. Alright, do you say anything if I turn invisible? You do not. Alright. So far, I'm not terribly impressed by this weapon, but again, I do have the inherent disadvantage of not seeing it at full stack, or like fully upgraded, which is half the reason why I said what I said, where I really want to see what this... I want to get more Titan Blood just to like get the full Hades experience.
How dare you?
I don't mean the Hades spear experience, although that is also something to consider, I think. Alright, let's finish her here. I'm just dashing around playing with her.
Got her.
Definitely taking more damage than I strictly needed to. This is fine, though. Making good progress.
I'll just be a moment, Father.
Definitely not the fastest Tartarus, though. We'll keep running the Hades keepsake because it's just fun. And yeah, I'll force a Chaos Gate, that's fine. Anything I can sell here that I care about? Not really. We'll save all that for now.
Up we go. And check.
Alright. Floor 1 done, 3 to go. Asphodel, here we come. Perfect. I'll gladly take a Chaos Gate over some coin.
This place has definitely seen better days.
Alright, Chaos, what have you got for
Might
us?
as well.
Hopefully something that boosts our attack this time. We're still hunting for an attack boon. Or no, we're not. I forgot we got Vina. Oops.
In the name of Hades.
Ooh, perfect. Attack does 30% more damage. Yeah, I'll gladly take that. 24% reduction on our dash range isn't ideal, but honestly, it's definitely better than other chaos curses we've had before. Ooh, that was fancy. We just reflected all of those projectiles. They got popped immediately.
Who should I give this to?
I have to say I am absolutely enjoying having... not having levels of jury summons. It is so nice to just be able to kill things and be done with a wave. Stab, stab. I'm using a partially charged
It seems I need to look for better help.
punishing sweep to just do more AoE, and that seems to be working pretty well. Do I take the palm or the shop here? I think we'll just go for the palm.
Get me out of here.
I barely have any coin, and again, I am trying to save up for sticks at this point. Oh, and you know what? that works out for us, because now we get a fountain chamber. Excellent.
Strength.
Your attack is stronger. All right, we'll get a level on the attack, just so that we deal more damage.
Powered up.
Artemis, okay. So Artemis will be the 4th god of this run. We have a really weird mix of gods. Not the typical sort that I usually choose, but I'm not going to complain. Gonna keep reflecting her attack at her. Oh, I forgot I brought Boldy with me. We got the Chthonic keepsake that, or Chthonic companion, I think it's called. That lets us summon Boldy now, I believe. I should use Trippy Shot for the damage it gives. Oh, I got stoned. Gigantic Gorgon head. Alright. Oh, I guess something worth mentioning that I somehow forgot to bring up is I am back home. Okay, let me rephrase that. I am back at my parents' house, which is less home nowadays, but still a home for me. It's just not my home. It is my childhood home. It's my parents' home. But it's not the place where I am at most home. Let's see what happens if I do this. Not much. I think we got him, though. Okay.
Enough of that.
You met Athena earlier, I guess. I'd never trade my bow for all that pomp and armor, but I guess to each her own.
Nah, I dig your style, Artemis. Keep up what you're doing. Alright, we could switch out her special, or we could take her dash strike or pressure points. We'll take pressure points, I guess. Nothing really amazing offered there, but okay, Eurydice. I think in this instance, I don't have anything I particularly... I mean, obviously, if I could upgrade my attack, that would be great. But I think what I'll go for is I'll get her increased boon rarity and hope for some duos and legendaries to show up, because we've set ourselves up relatively well for that. We just need a... I guess I'll take Artemis's dash. I love this song, Kiwi. It's so pleasant.
Thanks, Your Majesty. Though, you're not gonna get in trouble bringing me this stuff, are you?
I mean, I'm already in trouble. What does it matter?
No, I don't think I can get into more trouble at the moment. May this make your dishes that much more delectable.
Sure don't see a lot of other nymphs around here, huh? We don't die too easy, most of us. Makes me feel all special.
I feel like I've already seen you say this, Eurydice, and if I haven't, I don't think death should make you... Well...
I've never met
I don't
another
know.
nymph, now that you mention it. Heard of a few. The goddess Artemis sounds like she spends more time with nymphs than the other Olympians.
I don't know, it feels weird to be celebrating your death after death that way, but, I mean, we have... Kiwi can go on a huge rant about this, but the death rituals we have as people are very strange.
That's what I heard. Though it's not like we all hang out. I mean, you've got the dryads and the naiads and the nereids and the oceanids. Pretty much every type of terrain up top, there's a kind of nymph who loves it. Maybe we need a name for underworld nymphs too.
Maybe. Alright, so dryads are the ones that live in the forest. Naiads, I'm going to assume, are ice, and I only go on that based on Dungeon Fighter having an enemy called a Naias, who is a little ice creature. Nereids, maybe they're deserty or sandy types, or maybe they're the mountains, I don't know. And Oceanids, I wonder where they live. Probably in the desert, actually. Alright, we'll take Refreshing Nectar. Next 3 boons have upgraded rarity.
Short neck run.
Feeling better already.
Alright, give us the fish. Ooh.
Hey, a flame eater.
Fancy, fancy. Alright, on to the next room. Alright, the game heard that we wanted coin, and it's giving to us. I will say, I think I don't really know how to use the Hades keepsake appropriately just yet. The nice thing about the punishing sweep effect on the spear is that you don't even have to fully charge the swing. You just need to get like the lowest charge to get the damage amplification effect.
Slowing down.
I appreciate that I reflected that attack without even having seen it coming. It seems like this debuff lasts for quite a while, actually. That's pretty cool. Really does feel like we need something to make our damage pop off because we're lacking pretty badly. HP, shop, or palm. I guess I'll take the HP for survivability. Again, ideally I would take the shop just to get more boons because we are looking for more power. But, like, this build feels safe, just really weak in terms of DPS potential. Well, we'll make it work. We'll make what we can work.
If only you knew just how I feel, Ernie.
Lernie, I love you. Will you marry me? Forget Dusa. I just have a thing for disembodied heads. What can I say? At least I can reflect his projectiles. Honestly, more of our damage comes from reflection than anything else right now. Come on. Okay, there we go. I can probably pop one of these heads with... Whoop. Well, I was hopeful I could pop one with Festive Fog, but it does not seem that I could. And it's trippy shot, I know, but I mean the effect is called Festive Fog. It's interesting how they give like names to everything, but then like the boon has a name, and then the effect that the boon provides also has a name. Sometimes, not always. All right, there we go. That's another head down. All right, put your head down and your thumbs up. What was that? That wasn't called 7-Up, right? That was a drink. What was the game where you had to like put your thumb down? Someone would have to like tap your thumb in class, and then you had to guess who tapped your thumb. I used to play that all the time in my grade school, and I will openly admit that I cheated. My strategy was what I did was I would like have my head hanging slightly off the desk, so that I could see their shoes, and then I could identify who thumbed me down or who hit my thumb by their shoes. Like I thankfully have gotten this out of my system, but I had a unhealthy relationship with competition as a kid. It's the reason why, like, that's one of the things I'm very glad about. Like, I haven't fixed it perfectly, but I will say, like, I'm very glad about something that came of my relationship with Kiwi. Beyond all the many things I am thankful for, that is one thing that I am very thankful for, that I stopped treating games and things like not finding a competition in everything. Like, it's still something that it's hard ingrained, because I mean, getting into grad school, you're trained, you need to be competitive, you need to stand out, you need to be, for lack of a better way to describe it, honestly perfect, which I know is the wrong mentality.
You shall become unseen.
Oh wow, if we get it fully charged, we stay invisible forever. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't realize that's how that works. I'm also forgetting to use the punishing sweep to get the damage up. Oops. There we go. But Kiwi, especially when I got her into Smash, because she had never really played Smash before.
Should fetch me something good back home.
It's not really her cup of tea. Like, or if you look at the list of games she favors playing, it's not really her cup of tea. Like platform fighters or fighters in general. She likes FromSoft games. She likes the casual clicker games, those sorts of things. So Smash was really never like her cup of tea, but I mean, I have been playing Smash since Smash 64, and I have actively played every game except for maybe Melee, because my copy of Melee got stolen when I was pretty young and early into the game. But my goodness, the amount of time I have clocked into Smash across the series is alarming.
Farther than I can see from here.
Excellent. All right, let's get our second hammer and hope that we get something that really makes the build pop off, because at the very least maybe a faster charge would be nice, but I don't... It feels like we're just lacking a lot in terms of damage potential. I'm not expectant that I'm going to get something that really changes the overall damage potential of the build, unfortunately. We will see. Maybe I can keep these guys locked in. Perfect, I got them locked down in the trap. But anyway, so what I was saying was, so Kiwi... Because Kiwi had like no experience in Smash, and I am this like veteran, used to play competitive sort of Smasher, it was weird getting to teach someone how to play the game from the ground up with a lot of mechanical conventions that Kiwi was just utterly unfamiliar with. And my natural instincts with Smash is to go hard, like play really hard, and so learning how to hold back and like... When you're a newcomer to a game and the only person you have to play against is a veteran,
It's just the edge I need.
It can be hard to really enjoy the game because you're playing against someone who's just so much better, I guess, more experienced. Let's see, special does 400% more to armor, or I think we'll do this. Special becomes a shot that deals 50 base damage in an AoE.
Thanks, Daedalus.
And then we'll take, I hear trove, where is it? I definitely heard a treasure trove somewhere, I swear. There it is. Oh, perfect, more coin.
Sure, why not?
Basically, what I'm trying to say is Kiwi taught me to basically slow my roll. I don't need to win to enjoy a game anymore. I very much enjoy sharing games with Kiwi, and like, I didn't have to win, so what I started doing was I started playing with increasingly higher handicaps that made it harder for me to win, and it was more fun, honestly, to just play a game that's meant to be casual party play in a casual party play sort of way. All right, let's go get our coin, and then we'll take a Hermes. It honestly may be better to go for the coin here because I don't feel like I'm stacking up enough to really reliably get the Titan Blood unless I like farm out sticks potentially. We'll see. It looks like we have become a special build, as funny as that is, or not funny. I don't know. It was not how I expected to play the aspect of Hades, but here we are yet again, just getting the less conventional build path. I guess I'm just playing another bow build, aren't I? This is basically now I'm just playing the aspect of Hera the way I did in the last run. Weird. I mean, I'm not enhancing it with my cask, but just rapid fire.
It's downright chilly out here lately, cuz. We've Demeter to thank for that. Me, I try to stay out of her way. She doesn't think I'm of much help to her. Although, I'm sure she's warm to you, at least.
Alright. Ooh. Ooh, okay, these are a lot of good choices. I think I'll take the 2 more dashes for safety. I don't think I needed safety there, though, so maybe that was the wrong call. Oh well. Coin or Artemis? Or Shop or Artemis? We'll take Artemis here. Let's try and take her dash, and then we'll be as set up for duo boons as we can be. Alright, I have to remember now I have 4 dashes. Ooh. Well, that 2% crit chance just paid off there a little bit. I do like the AoE effect on the spear. That feels pretty good. Yeah, our special does a lot more damage than our attack. It actually does almost as much damage as our fully charged... okay, no, it doesn't. Never mind. This is a busy room. A lot of enemies. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Dash Strike deals 70% more damage. Port Fire would be decent, but I think, yeah, let's stick to this idea so that we can potentially get ourselves a duo boon. Going in for a mini-boss. Is it Asterius? It is Asterius.
I'm the one to challenge you this time, short one.
Alright, get him punished, and then just slow him down. Don't forget to cast Trippy Shot and completely miss every time. There we go. Alright, now we just slow him down as much as possible. But... nah, it's honestly been nice to just focus on playing games casually. Like, if we want to learn how to speedrun, if we want to learn how to, like, play something a little bit more challenging, we can. We don't feel like I've lost the sense of I need to win. Especially against friends that I'm enjoying. If I'm playing online, yeah, I'll get competitive. I'll get unhealthily competitive. But I don't really do that anymore. I don't really play online because I genuinely think it brings out the worst in me. I like being a filthy casual, and I'm fine with that. Oh my goodness, he is severely slowed down. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. In typical fashion, because I think I was mentioning earlier in the episode that I am back home with my parents, and in typical fashion, both privacy and... what happens if I... okay, so if I invisible... thing. Anyway. Sorry, I'm a little frustrated. Just in typical fashion, because I exist in my parents' house, I'm available to do manual labor for them. I spend... and it would be nice if I could say that it was because they want to spend time with me, but it's not. They just... I'm gonna refresh and change topic. I'm frustrated. I don't need to take it out on them. I don't need to take it out in this video. Anyway, alright. I have no idea what I was talking about before. I have a bunch of dashes. Man, I just need to reset. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I took a bit of a break. I got really tilted by what just happened, and I needed to, like, mentally reset. I'm sorry. But we're going back to a relatively slow but safe run with the aspect of Hades. And we've got an Athena boon. What have you got? Special... I think we'll take Blinding Flash so that we can get status privilege, because a 40% damage increase is pretty sizable for us. Pardon me? But, I mean, all things considered, like, we don't have the most damage, but we do have a relatively high sense of safety, I suppose. We're effectively a ranged build with a couple different ways to amplify our damage. Between basically, whenever we can, we want to, at the bare minimum, get our piercing sweep, or punishing sweep, and then chilled after that, because if we get punishing sweep off, it will apply the exposed debuff that we just got, or the curse from Athena. There we go. Alright. Back in my groove.
Delicious.
Let us take... I mean, none of these are that exciting. I'll take the 1% crit chance. Why not? And then, yeah, let's go for the trial here. I should have probably gone to that pool of purging. I could have sold some stuff and hopefully gotten the coin that I'm looking for. That's fine. Alright, let's take Demeter first, I guess?
Yes, indeed.
I know we can't get any duo boons here, so it's not that exciting, but Killing Freeze is always good. That's a nice little damage over time effect.
Did I do something to deserve this, man? Because I thought that we were getting on just fine. Better than fine, but this?
He's mad.
Had to choose.
It is funny having deflect attacks against splitters, because they go for their attack and you just pop them immediately. Okay, if I hold the special button, it doesn't rapid fire. Good to know. I wanted to prove that before I, oh goodness. There we go.
You know what, man? Just forget about what happened, yeah? Because I already did. I mean, it happens, right?
I think the sad reality of it is I just can't record when I'm home. I'm not allowed to. I'm constantly interrupted at every break, and when I even have a break, someone is shouting or screaming or barking. Oh well. We'll take the less damage when our HP is low. Oh, and there's a fish in here. Excellent. Where are you? Do I want to risk Erebus for that potential Artemis duo? I have like... I have so many potential duo boons at this point. I kind of do, but I think the better choice is just to take the coin so that we have the better chance of buying something in Styx. And then we'll just let the Styx chambers potentially give us what we're looking for. Yeah, let's take the coin here. Let's not risk Erebus. We know I'm prone to failing there anyway. The strongbows are always a problem because they can snipe you from pretty far away. But I do have Athena's boon, so I can deflect their projectiles too. Need to stack up as many slows on that chariot as possible so that I can avoid its attack. I still maintain that the chariots are among my least favorite enemies types to fight against. So Kiwi and I am back, I guess for full clarity, I am back home with my parents for the next week. In theory, I have exactly enough videos after this one to have something on the channel until I get back home with Kiwi. Ooh, saved it, barely. So I probably will be pretty lax on the recordings until I get home. Do I want this HP? I kind of do. Let's take it. In theory, I will take less damage than I will gain here. Big in theory. We will see. Apparently, I'm at the point where positive outlook is reducing the damage I take, which is kind of funny. Well, you know what? I realized I have Ravenous Will from Demeter. I should be using my cast as much as possible so I get the 10% damage increase. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's a net gain.
Enough, I've better things to do.
Cool. And then I will once again take the coin over the HP here. I just want to guarantee that I can get the Titan Blood from Styx as best as possible. I do appreciate, I think as they get more chill stacks, they get progressively, like, lighter blue. A fun little effect. We're critting with the chill damage because we have pressure points. 4% crit chance isn't a lot, but it does add up to being something, I suppose. I'm turning invisible because apparently this chariot knows where I am even if I'm invisible. Did you see that? That was kind of annoying. Kind of silly. I'm gonna use this trap here to try and kill something. I might kill all of them. Nice. Okay. That was fancy. Alright, perfect. Got some HP. I am saying alright a lot. I'm gonna try and do slightly less alright. Alright. Well, that didn't last long. I'm gonna go for the shop. I should have enough coin that even if I like grind out a little bit in sticks, I should be able to afford the Titan Blood. Yeah, let's take this Athena boon and see if we get a duo.
Here's the fee.
Let's roll. Anything?
See more options.
No? Okay. Oh well. We'll take support fire because it's funny. Yeah, I can easily gain 200 gold in sticks, even with like just 2 chambers, I think. Well, that should be fine.
There is no greater pleasure in Elysium than vanquishing the likes of you.
He's a little salty because we stole his chariot again. I mean, if they're going to stand together like this, that just makes it easier for me to do damage to them both at the same time. Serious, if you would kindly. Thank you. Poor Sirius is slowed down into nothing. Oh, I should remember to reapply my punishing sweep. Oh, they're tag teaming. Perfect. That means they group up and I can damage both of them again. He's so slowed he can barely do anything. It's kind of sad. Alright, let's use our greater call here. It would be cool if the Hades keepsake had a custom interaction with the Hades aspect. It's fine that it doesn't. It doesn't need to. But it would have been cute. Alright. In theory, I've exposed him. Yeah, okay, there we go. So as long as I periodically just tag him with my attack or my punishing sweep, we should be good. I'm trying to reflect his projectiles where I can too. Just mash that attack button, this is fine. Oh geez, I got hit by both directions there. The sweep and the return. He probably died to a dot, but I like to think that he died to support fire.
Who's champion now?
Alright.
Hello, supportive shade.
I love the little red shade that supports us. He's so cute. He's a good friend.
You made short work of Theseus, I take it, boy.
We'll stick with the Hades keepsake, just bring it all the way through. I want to see if we get any custom dialogue with Dad about it. And we're back to full HP because of strong drink, so we're pretty good here. I've got plenty of coin. I'm 3 coins short of being able to afford the Titan Blood outright, unless we get like 1 coin pot in this next chamber, which is reasonably possible. Actually, never mind. Never mind, because we're gonna get what's it called? Side hustle. There we go. Side hustle procced. Each room we enter, whether it's a simple chamber or not. And we got the bonus pot here too, so we're set. We can go ahead and just immediately buy that Titan Blood, which is awesome. All right.
I can use.
Perfect. One fish for Jeff, please.
Come on out.
Perfect. There we go.
That's one more fish for me.
All right, Demeter, Dionysus, and all that stuff. I guess we'll go Dionysus first. At this point, I'm genuinely questioning if I'm going to get any duo boons. I feel like the only duo boon I stand to gain that would be worth being excited about at this point, and I may be mistaken, I just can't think of the other duos just yet, is Ice Wine, the Demeter Dionysus duo, which is honestly kind of nice because it's the one we have the best chance of potentially getting here.
Not yet.
We will see, though. I guess the question is, if I do not get it and we find the satyr sack in this next room, do I still do the bonus room just for the sake of potentially getting another roll at it? And I think the answer is yes. But all bets are off what we'll actually end up getting. I don't know, it feels like we have damage. It's definitely not our strongest DPS build, that's for sure. The question is do I still have some degree of reasonable DPS? And I think the answer is ultimately yes. It's going to stand in a spot where I don't have to worry about getting hit by the satyr, but I still got hit by this. I don't think it was actually the satyr that hit me there. I'm going to just take out the satyr first, I think. Not my most favoritist of rooms. Stack this up. Get a pop of that. Oh, well, that was more damage than I needed to take. Oops. We're just going to stand here and spam special, unless it's going to just pat really weird, I guess. Brad is playing a weird game here. Guess we'll just do this then. There we go. Wait, what hit me? How did it get its poison all the way over there? Unlucky. Oh well, we're good. Dionysus says something good? Ice Wine, there we go. Your cast blasts an area with freezing festive fog that inflicts chill, and that does 30% damage. But most importantly, what it does is it makes the lob that you usually have to have with the trippy shot pretty instant. So it's a pretty solid boon for us. Let me get this other Demeter boon first, and then we can buy the other ones from the shop. Wow, I'm lucky that didn't hit me. I dashed into those blades. I think the rats can't touch me if I just spam my special against that wall. The AoE kills them before they can even get close enough to do damage. I don't know how the guillotine hasn't hit me there yet.
It's no use.
It's no use! Take this! So, Kiwi, I don't know what your experience with Sonic 06 is. Honestly, the less experience you have, probably the better. It is a hot mess of just bugs and very much a... Like, even if we don't look at the bug-ridden nature of the game, they sure did.
Think, young sprout. Our strategist Athena, warrior goddess, sprang from Zeus's head. I would expect that no high intellect could come from there.
That's funny. Guess we're getting their duo.
Please do not mind the Lady Demeter's good-natured sense of humor, Zagreus. She and my father often like to jest with one another, even in the most difficult times.
Alright, let's see. Stubborn Roots. If you have no Death Defiance, your HP slowly recovers. 1 HP every 0.8 seconds. That actually really doesn't sound that great, honestly. Because realistically speaking, if you're in a fight that's going to be making you lose that much HP, you're probably not going to be able to kite the enemy around to avoid all that damage. Or further damage. Alright, cool. We can basically afford all this. So, Clean Kill, your critical effects deal even more damage, your God Gauge. We'll take Hunter's Mark for the chance of that. And then we'll take Premium Vintage. I don't really care about the duos so much. I mostly just want the Nectar.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of its attentions toward the satyr sack.
Maybe there were some duos that I haven't gotten yet, and that's a missed opportunity. But it's fine. We'll get all the duos eventually, even if it's not in this episode. I think we have a whole bunch of duos with Ares that we just have not seen because I haven't really been taking much in Ares.
It's kind of nice out here.
Varatha, I recognize its presence now. That's not just any three-pronged lance you wield. I could never stand to look at it. Once my brothers and my sisters and myself, once our foul work was done.
You mean once you'd chopped up your cruel and overbearing Titan parents, right? Shame you threw it out. It's quite useful.
Perhaps the fates decided that its wielders ought to all eventually wind up on its receiving end. Come then, let us see what the great Achilles has taught you.
That's some interesting dialogue. I like that. Hades reflecting on a weapon that he used to kill his parents, hence he didn't want to see it any further. We're going to charge this up in anticipation of him reappearing, just in time for us to dodge and now get a bunch of stacks of Ice Wine to slow him down. and he's now fully chilled, which means he's just going to be really slow and ineffective. And I just need to periodically, again, just remember to pop an attack on him and reapply Ice Wine to further slow him down. But yeah, this build is definitely lacking something fundamental to make it pop off. But it's funny. It's funny, effective. It's doing its job, if nothing else. And we have decent AoE because we can kill his minions. Alright, I should probably wait till he phases before I go trying to pop the keepsake, but I kind of want to just use it, so I'm going to use it. It probably gets stronger with more levels, but I don't appreciate the beat Hades keepsake just yet. I think it gives you like increased crit chance, or it guarantees crits for a little bit while you're shadowed maybe. But maybe that's only when it's fully stacked up or something. I don't know. Either way, I do ultimately want to stack up all of the keepsakes. So that means I'm gonna have to use it eventually or not. We'll do this again. See you, Dad. Definitely a slow Hades fight, but not a difficult one. We're sitting pretty. Alright, I almost forgot about his little shockwave, but I remembered. Get the punishing sweep off, and then just DPS him. Come on, stand right there. Yes. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted. Oh my goodness, he's so slow. He can't do anything against this Kiwi. It's kind of funny. Like, his lasers are so slow I can just kite him like nothing else. Even his pots come out so much slower because he's so slowed. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, Demeter has some of the weakest modifiers in terms of damage, but Chilled, I think, is an amazing defensive tool. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. It feels like he knows where we are. Oh, that's actually very clever. If he doesn't know where we are, he can just use his lasers. Alright, I think we've got him. He's basically going to bleed out from decay. And there we go. Punch the mic in victory.
I must admit, you've learned something at some point in all this. Well done, boy.
And there is our first win with the aspect of Hades. There we go. Alright.
By my father's name.
Really nothing particularly special about this run, not gonna lie. But a win's a win, and we got 3 Titan blood out of it, so I'm not gonna complain.
Although there are innumerable ways for one to die, our danger-seeking prince has come to know a sizable variety.
That he has. It seems like on average our slower runs still take less than half an hour. Not ideal, but still pretty solid. It does mean that in this run in particular, we would not have cleared the lowest tier of tight deadline, though. It was that slow.
Interesting.
Hey, wow, you did it! According to my list here, it says you've died, what, 50 times at least? That's more than anybody's died around here, I think.
It's almost as many times as Hades has died,
Sure,
though.
you can catch up.
Ooh, Zagreus, those fighting words.
Achilles, have you ever run across the Shade of Daedalus in all your time? I found some of his legendary hammers out there, but no sign of him.
I've never met him, no. Your father keeps him fully occupied with building out his underworld and renovating constantly. No wonder some of his old crafting tools are strewn about. I take it you've been able to make use of them?
Indeed I have.
Indeed I have. Alright, Dusa, what have you got to say after all the heart-to-hearts we've had?
How's your relationship with Nyx been lately, Dusa? She strikes me as a pretty intense supervisor. You getting on okay?
I guess nothing specific this time, but we'll have some sort of special encounter with her, I'm sure.
Oh, Miss Nyx? I'll do whatever she says. Why? Did she say something about me? She did. Oh, why would you be asking otherwise? Oh no, am I losing my job?
No, you have job security, don't worry, Dusa.
Hey, no, it's not like that. It's just... a feeling that I've had from glimpses of the interactions that I've seen between you two. I haven't always got along with Nyx, but I know she cares deeply about this house and everyone in it, including you.
Well, that's nice to know. She cares about my work performance, that's for very sure, and I'm doing everything I can to live up to and exceed her expectations. Tell her that.
I may not use those exact words.
But you may.
Zagreus.
I thought about it more, Mother, and I would like very much if you and Father were to share this. Though, maybe don't let on where you got it, just in case.
I feel like Hades would already know that she got it from him. Literally, we're handing it to her directly in front of him.
This is splendid, Zagreus, but please, if there's one thing I've learned since we met, it's that the trust we share is at the very foundation of our relationships. Why shouldn't he know who this is from? Besides, I think he could figure it out.
He's not blind.
Well, when it came to the Olympians, you said yourself that there was only so much truth that they could tolerate. Are you sure Father would be tolerant knowing I got this for the both of you?
I'm sure enough. And if he isn't, I suppose it's more for me.
That is a fair...
Well, just as long as someone puts it to good use.
Mm-hmm.
You know I always wanted to be a mother, Zagreus. But after you were born, I was certain I had lost my chance. Then one fine morning you just walked into my life. And here we are. I still cannot entirely believe it. What I mean is, I love you, son. I'm doing my best.
And that's all he could ask for. You trying your best and giving your love.
I know. I love you too, Mother.
That's a sweet interaction.
I always fancied Thanatos, you know. So put together and everything. I'm pleased to see you've grown so close. Things good between you two?
I like to think that that Persephone was like just the neighborhood mom watching the two young boys play together. What a weird thought. Well, actually, I guess that's not the case because Persephone could have never seen Zagreus in childhood. But you know, like if they ever did like the characters of Hades recreated in like modern times, I could definitely picture that. Like a young, like preteen Zagreus and Thanatos just riding bikes or something around the yard or playing some sort of sports ball game.
They are. Thank you, Mother.
Cerberus is comfortably at rest, observing all.
And that means Cerberus
Take
gets
care,
some
boy.
pets. Let's pet the good boy.
Be certain that you take appropriate precautions with the sigil of the dead that you now bear. Should some misfortune come to it through negligence, it cannot be replaced.
Don't worry, I treasure my keepsakes and keep them in a strange case that I seem to be the only one with access to.
Can't imagine what I'd do without your blessing, Father. But thank you again. I don't often inherit fate-appointed honors, and will take good care of it. Though, what if the Olympians catch on? Wouldn't do for everybody knowing that you're aiding me, even a little, right?
Correct. It would not do at all. Fortunately, the power of the unseen can remain well hidden as it pleases. What is it your instructor always says?
If it weren't for my damn heel, I would have been fine.
Fear is for the weak.
Oh, that. Never mind.
Indeed.
Fear is for the weak, but heat is for the powerful. And then in Hades 2, I guess it's the other way around.
Orpheus, I don't suppose you know how come I keep running into Eurydice in particular out there. For all the shades resting eternally in Asphodel, it seems beyond coincidence I always find the one that's dear to you.
I have no knowledge of the weavings of the fates, my friend. Perhaps they trample on what used to be my heart for leisure or for sport, do you suppose?
Oh, Orpheus.
The fates can't be that cruel.
Sometimes I think they can be.
Fish delivery for the head chef.
Fish delivery for the head chef.
What's cooking?
Knucklehead, Flame Eater, Scuffer, Charp. Keys, gems, and nectar. Okay,
Till
excellent.
next time.
We've got a whole lot of nectar now. I will buy a little bit more though, because
I'll take it.
Just keeping myself at about 40 keys, that's fine. Though I could probably sell all of them, honestly.
Even among those born longest ago within the deepest reaches of the underworld, I have seldom encountered anyone so united with the darkness of this domain as you are, child.
Aside from yourself, I presume.
The darkness. I've just been picking it up here and there, although for quite a while since you mentioned it. I'm not sure that I feel any different, though.
Surely that is not so. Think back on when you started all of this. You now know so much more, are capable of so much more.
Huh, I suppose.
I appreciate how supportive Nyx is of Zagreus, from start to finish in this game, too. Alright, let's go say goodnight to Skelly, and then I'm going to take a little bit of a break until I'm hopefully back home with Kiwi.
You want another piece of this or what?
You know I do. Alright, what's our next weapon? Oh, okay, it's the shield.
My shield.
I don't know what I want to run. I don't really want to run Aspect of Zagreus because it just wants you to attack and dash strike, and that's kind of lame. So maybe that could be fun if I just went like a... Let's go a Poseidon build on the Aspect of Zagreus.
You all right back there, pal?
Only +3... That's base damage, so I guess that is something. But I'm not going to put more levels into it because I'd rather put that Titan Blood into literally anything else. So we'll go with Poseidon, Aspect of Zagreus on the shield build for the next run. I get the sense that I don't want to actually run this build because that damage is embarrassingly poor. So we're gonna need Poseidon to carry us, I think. But with all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one for potentially a very frustrating build.
So alive.
I feel dead inside. Bye!